Good evening and welcome to the Manchester Basketball Centre in Whalley Range. We've got a great game of NBL D1 action for you today between the Manchester Magic and the Essex Rebels. I'm Kaz Bullock. I'll be with you throughout today's game. We're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off. So before we get things underway, let's have a look at how these two teams match up. So the Magic are currently sat at 4-8 in D1, currently on a 2-game winning streak, and they've won 4 out of their last 6. They've had a pretty tough start to the season, some injuries, and a pretty tough schedule to start with, but they seem to have found their feet a little bit in D1 to go to give the Magic a win. So just a minute or so away from tip-off. We'll get the starting fives out for you. For the Magic, it will be Tyrell Brown, Kefel Ulit-Wall, Andre Gale, Time Regent Bascom and Bailey Goodall. For the Rebels, it will be Ben Winter, Ricardo Masafra, Owen Chose, So Essex, they're currently 4-7, so both teams on 4 wins so far this season, just 1 place above the Magic in the standings, and they're currently on a 3-game losing streak, won 2 out of their last 5 games, so they're going to want to look to snap that losing streak and take a win back home to Essex with them today. So it's going to be a close one here. The Magic's last 2 games that they've won, been won by a point each game. So expecting an exciting one today. So teams coming onto court for the tip-off. So the ball is up and Essex with the first possession. It's going to be first 2 points for Essex. Masafra into Johns, kicks it out. And doesn't go from Masafra. Andre Gale's there for the rebound for the Magic. Magic coming back up court. Ty Brown. Nice little floater there. It's just not going to fall and Johns grabs the rebound. Dylan Johns at 6'11" is going to be a tough matchup for the Magic inside. They haven't got anyone that quite matches his height. And we know they've got some players with some bounce, so hopefully that's going to help them. As Chose shots up, no good. Brown going all the way, kicks it out. Dre for 3, doesn't go. And Magic can't save the rebound in. Essex get the ball back. Chose over to Winter. Chose gets it back for 3, doesn't go. Into the hands of Ty Brown for the Magic. Brown to Gale, and Gale just lays it in. First points on the board for the Magic. Winter nearly loses it, but it's picked up. 3's up, and that one's not going to drop again for Essex. Andre Gale pulling down the rebound for the Magic. He's leading the team in rebounds so far this season as he pulls up for 3. Doesn't go. And Essex nearly lost control of that. Chose. Stolen away by Time Regent Bascom. Over to Gale. Gale against Winter. Steps through and lays it in off the glass. Great move from Gale to get to the basket. Chose from the free throw line into Johns. He's working against Goodall. And the hook shot drops. Tie game at 4-all. We got 7:10 to play in the first quarter. Gale kicks it out. Brown, fade away, and it's good! Ty Brown with a tough basket for the Magic, gives them the lead. And Einon's going to be fouled. That's going to be a foul on Time Regent Bascom. First team foul for the Magic. So you got sideline Essex. Einon into Winter. Johns kicks it back out. Winter steps back for 3. Nails it. Essex back in front by 1. Brown working his way around Johns. Great pass inside to Goodall, and Goodall will just lay it in. It eventually bounces and drops in. Fantastic pass from Ty Brown. Musafra out to Chose, who hits the 3, and the Magic are going to take a timeout. Owen Chose with a big bucket for Essex. So heading into the timeout, 10-8, Essex Rebels lead. We've got 6 minutes 8 to play. And Magic currently being led by Andre Gale, 4 points, 2 rebounds. And Ben Winter on 3 and 1 rebound for the Essex Rebels. And it's going to be Owen Chose that the Magic are going to need to try and stop today. He's leading the Rebels in points per game, 20.2, 4.9 rebounds this season so far. He had 29 points against Reading in the Rebels' last game before Christmas. And that is, he's a scorer, and the Magic are going to want to look to close him down. Which is easier said than done, certainly, but we know what the Magic defense looks like when it gets going. We know what Bailey Goodall can do inside, the pest, as we like to call him, the pest on defense. So let's see how the Magic look to counter him today. So both teams back on court. It's going to be end-line Magic ball. Bullet Wall goes against Winter. Gets it back. Goes against Johns, goes all the way. Doesn't get it to drop, and Johns pulls the rebound down. And you can just see that height mismatch with Dylan Johns inside for the Magic. Looks like he could cause some problems today. Einon, got 7 on the shot clock. Einon drives, and that is going to be a foul call on the Magic. It's to be on Ty Brown, his first. So fresh 14 for Essex. And Winter's going to inbound from the sideline over to Einon. Einon. Great pass over to Johns, who dunks it home. Brown all the way through. Gale gets blocked, but gets the ball back. Bullet Wall. And that is going to be foul on Essex. Foul on the floor, so sideline magic ball. Bullet Wall into Goodall. Goodall hands it off. Shot's no good for the Magic. Winter passes out. Chose for three. It's good. And Owen Chose has been a problem so far from the corner as Goodall answers for the Magic. Caught Essex sleeping a little bit on defence on that play. Winter needs some help. Over to Johns. Hands it off to Einon. Oh, that last shot by Chose was a long two. Johns with the floater, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, and just almost looks like he lost control, but it's going to be off the Magic as we see Loic Puali into the game for the first time. Mr. Clutch himself, Mr. Ice in his veins. Winter to Einon. And that's going to be an offensive foul call on the Rebels. Some great D from the Magic. Essex with a 4-point lead here, just under 5 minutes to play in the first. Brown swings it round, Ulrich Wall. He had space for the shot there. Puali, fade away. That doesn't drop. Einon comes up with the rebound for Essex. Chose, he's got Gale on him. Passes inside to Johns. And it's stolen away by Ty Brown. He's got Ulrich Wall to the side of him. Brown all the way, doesn't go. Dre picks it up and tidies that one up for him. A foul there on the Magic. Ulrich Wall is smiling. Musafra against Puali. Pulls up. That doesn't drop. Andre with another rebound for the Magic. Puali round to Goodall. Gale for three. Doesn't drop. Safra in the corner. No good on that one. As Ulrich Wall's just going to slow things down for the Magic. Goodall to Kafel. Shot's good! Big three for the Magic. And time out Essex. So just getting our scoreboard sorted out for you. It is 15-14, Magic lead, 2:41 to go in the first quarter. Magic are led by 6 points from Andre Gale, and Owen Chose has 7 for the Rebels. So back underway as we see Matt Goodwin check into the game for the Magic, and Tyrese Hudson for the Rebels. Safra into Einon. Goodwin's picking him up full court. And Matt Goodwin, a really exciting young player on this Magic team. Really, really bright future ahead of him. Winter into Hudson. Hudson against Gale. And count it. He's going to head to the line. And Hudson playing in his second season for the Essex Rebels, averaging at 5.1 points per game and at 1.6 rebounds. As the free throw short, Goodall's there for the rebound, but it's stolen away. Goodall manages to get it back, gets it over to Gale. Gale powering down the court, and can't quite finish. Einon, round to Masafra, gets it back. And it's going to be a bump from Gale. So that is going to be the first team foul on Andre Gale. And Joe Buchanan and Time Regent Bascom going to come in for Bailey Goodall and Andre Gale. Jake Einon at the line, shooting just under 90% this season from the stripe. Hits the first. And 2-2 for Einon. Gives the Rebels back a 3-point lead with just over 2 minutes to play in the first. Wally hands it off to Buchanan. Gets it back. Lowick's driving against Hudson. Einon kicks it out. Winter, shots up, and it's good. 3-ball for Essex is falling today. Bullet Wall over to Time Regent Bascom. He gets it back. Goodwin can't answer with the 3, but Buchanan gets the ball. It's going to be an offensive foul call, I think. Yeah, offensive foul call on Buchanan. And as the Magic are over 5 fouls, that is going to send the Rebels to the line. So it's going to be Jake Einon shooting. And he hits the first. And the second one doesn't drop. 1 or 2 from the line. Goodwin. Bullet Wall, 7 to shoot, pulls up, long 2, not going to drop. Chose for 3, it's good! This guy's on fire! And that, as I said before, the Magic need to get out to him, they need to try and close him down. Huale. And it's tough when you've got such a good bunch of shooters on your team like the Essex Rebels have. And obviously you double chase, you're leaving someone else open that can shoot, but the way he's been playing this season, it's probably the risk you've got to take. Goodwin to Ulrich Wall. That's intercepted by Hudson. Hudson going all the way against Goodwin and lays it in. Great move from Tyrese Hudson to get to the basket. And Essex have turned this around quite quickly. 12-point lead early on in the first. Puale, too strong off the glass. Einon with three. Winter for three at the buzzer. Doesn't go. But what a turnaround for the Rebels in this first quarter. A quick 12-point lead they've got out to. And Magic probably going to be a little bit disappointed with how they've started their really good first 5 minutes or so. And going to want to claw back into this in the second. So we'll be back with you shortly for the second quarter. So, second quarter is underway. Essex with a 12-point lead over the Magic. Oh, great pass inside to Puale, hands it off to Time Regent Bascom and finishes. And that is how the Magic are going to want to start this quarter. And that's something we've seen from the Magic this season. When they move the ball around, when they take the time and look for the right shot, they generally succeed and have a very successful rate. As Chose puts the shot up, doesn't go. Buchanan with the rebound. And that is going to be a foul on Matthew Dizu. So a sideline Magic ball. Buchanan for three. Doesn't drop. Magic struggling from the three-point line today. Goodwin. Passes out. Ulrich Wall. That one doesn't drop. And Winter's shot doesn't fall. Goodwin over to Buchanan. Can't get past Dizu, so kicks it out. Goodwin. Over to Ulrich Wall. Winter taps it away. Some great D from the Rebels. Got 4 seconds to shoot. Buchanan turns, spins, doesn't fall. And Magic struggling to penetrate this Rebels defense to get inside. Chose. Oh, great crossover. Shot doesn't fall. Buchanan gets the rebounds again for the Magic. Magic doing a good job on the defensive boards. Sneebel as Puale fires, doesn't go. It's the offensive side the Magic need to up the game out a little bit offensively on the rebounds. Going to get those second chance points. Winters against Puale. Spins and doesn't go. Buchanan driving baseline. And just finger rolls it into the basket. That's going to cut the lead to 8. And if you're the Magic, you just got to chip away at this. You've gone down early, but you can keep going as that is tapped out of bounds by Time Regent Bascom. As Dylan Johns checks back in, along with Jake Einon. Tyrese Hudson and Matthew Dizzy to the bench. And seeing Johns back in the game, it's tough for the Magic again. Real height mismatch with him in underneath the basket. Einon swings it round. John's there and slams it home. And there's not much you can do to counter that if you're the Magic. Leads back up to 10. Brown steps through. Doesn't go. It's going to be a jump ball as Time Regent Bascom steps in with Dylan Johns for the jump ball. So Essex end line ball, 10-point lead for the Rebels. 6:54 to go in the second quarter. Einon nearly has it stolen away. Johns to Winter. Winter all the way, count it, and the foul. He's going to head to the line. That's a tough move from Rory Winter. Takes the Rebels back to a 12-point lead. And Ricardo Masafra checking in for the Rebels. Matthew Dizu heading to the bench. And Rory Winter shooting 73% from the line so far this season. As that doesn't fall, Gale grabs the rebound. Magic need to make a push here before half-time. Gale to Brown. Regent Bascom. Gale from the baseline. And that falls for Andre Gale. Takes him to 8 points. Masafra round to Winter. Einon going against Gale. Great pass over to Johns. Just tapped away. That's going to be intercepted by Essex. As Rory Winter powers down the court, goes all the way, doesn't get it to fall. And Gale eventually comes up with it for the Magic. Buchanan for 3. That one's not going to drop. Magic really struggling from behind the arc today. As Goodwin strips, Winter steps through, and it's not going to fall, but Matt Goodwin's going to head to the line. Matt Goodwin, a 50% free throw shooter. First one's short. And second one's good. Cuts the lead to 9. As Owen Chose checks back in for the Rebels. He's been dangerous so far today. Winter hands it off to Einon. To Johns. Johns kicks it out. Einon, three's up and in and out. Unlucky. Buchanan for three. That doesn't drop. Einon over to Chose. Masafra steps back, long two. Oh, nothing but net, what a shot. Rebels are up to 33. Gale for three. Can't answer. Time Regent Bascom pulls down the rebound. Magic can reset. Ty Brown all the way, and oh, he just can't finish. It's tapped back in. As Magic force a turnover. The Rebels were looking for a foul call on that one, but it was refs call it clean. As we see Bailey Goodall check in for Joe Buchanan. So Magic with a chance to cut into this lead here. Goodwin, all the way, floater, off the glass. Matt Goodwin with a big bucket for the Magic. Leads down to 7. Masafra. Can't get that to fall. Goodall swings it round to Time Regent Bascom. Time with the shot. Looked like one of the Essex players just got a bit of a hand on that one. And we've got an offensive foul call, pushing foul on the Rebels. So ball goes back with the Magic. And that is on, I think that was on Chose. So we've got 3:16 to play in the first half. Brown for the Magic. Over to Gale. Gale stepping inside. He's pressured, back out to Brown. Great pass to Goodall, can't quite keep his fingers on it. And it's going to go out of bounds, so back with Essex. And we see Ade Atiba into the game for Essex. And along with Dylan Johns, we've got a Twin Towers presence inside with those two. Johns off the glass, too easy. And Atiba and Johns both got the significant mismatch against the Magic. So those two inside is a really tough thing to come up against. Einon out to Masafra, great pass inside. Johns. Atiba manages to keep hold of it, but it's going to be a jump ball as Goodall gets in there. Kafel Ulitwall checking in for Matt Goodwin for the Magic. And Adam Maiden coming in for Ricardo Masafra for the Rebels. So Essex with a 9-point lead here in the first half. Magic probably want to cut this to a 1 or 2 possession game heading into half time. Give yourself a bit of momentum. Brown to Goodall. Got 6 seconds on the shot clock. Goodall hands it off to Ulitwall. Regent Bascom in the corner, nails it. Johns all the way to the basket. Dylan Johns, oh my goodness. He's going to head to the line as well. I think Atiba loves that one as much as the fans do. And Dylan Johns at 6'11", causing problems for the Magic. Some experience in NCAA D1 as he completes the three-point play. Making a statement here in Manchester. Gale to Goodall. Will it wall? Will it wall? Long two, and he's blocked. Essex come up with it. Einon against Brown. Einon going all the way off the glass. Doesn't get that one to drop as Bailey Goodall comes up with it. Gale. And his layup doesn't drop either. Magic struggling offensively. Cho steps through four Magic players, hands it off to Johns, and he's going to get fouled. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Owen Chose just absolutely having his way with the Magic at the moment today. And we're going to have a timeout. So 1 minute 4 to play. 38-29. Essex Rebels lead over the Manchester Magic. Essex are led by Owen Choate, 11 points, 4 rebounds, and Dylan Johns getting in on the action as well. 11 points, 4 rebounds for him. And Dylan averaging 6.6 points this season, so he's smashed that already in just 13 minutes of play for Essex. And as I said before, Dylan Johns and Ade Atiba inside is a really, really tough matchup for the Magic because they just have no one that can counter that height-wise. So when you're trying to drive towards the basket and you see those guys, you need to kick it out, but the Magic's three-point shot just isn't falling for them today. Just 2 of 13 so far, and Essex having hit 4 of 11. So the Magic are going to need to see some more of those 3 balls drop if they're going to keep in this one. And leading the way for the Magic, Andre Gale, 8 points, 8 rebounds before half-time, looking at a double-double pretty soon. And behind him, Time Regent Bascom, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and a couple of steals already. So let's get things back underway, as it's going to be Essex end-line ball. Einon into Johns, it's tapped away. Magic do come up with it. Gale's ahead against Atiba, and it falls. Andre Gale going to head to the line after making a tough basket. That's exactly what the Magic are going to want to see coming out of that timeout. Coach Pete Baraskiva is going to be pleased with that. It's going to be the first foul on Jake Einon. As Andre's going to shoot one. And hits. Now it leads back to 6. Einon. Off the screen from Johns. Swings it out. Choate against Gale. Oh, great pass inside. Johns with the hook shot. Doesn't go. And that's going to be an offensive foul call on Dylan Johns. He knows it, just puts his hands up, said, yep, that was my bad. That's his first. Sorry, that's his second. As Tyrese Hudson's going to check in. So Dylan Johns heads to the bench on 11 points for the last 40 seconds of the first quarter. as that takes the Rebels to 5 team fouls. It's going to be a shooting foul. So Time Regent Bascom at the line for 2. First one just pops out. And Timer, 77% shooter so far this season from the free throw line. And the second one's good. Cut the lead down to 5. Einon against the lit wall. Round to Chose. Chose. And another offensive foul call on the Rebel. It's going to be called a pushing foul as Andre Gale takes the charge. And some great D from the Magic. A chance to put this to a 1-possession game heading into half-time. So sideline Magic Ball, 28.2 in the first, down by 5. Bullet Wall. Looking to use the clock up. Bullet Wall. Over to Gale. Gale against Rita. Passes it off to Goodall and it's stolen away. Chose, 5 seconds. Einon pulls up from deep and hits! Jake Einon hits that all the way from Essex. And that's a big basket for Essex to end the quarter. Lead is back to 8 points. And that will be a 41-33 lead for Essex. What a huge basket from Jake Einon to end the half. So Magic with some work to do in the second half. Bit of an uphill battle. And obviously a little short-handed today. No Ben Brown on the court, no Greg Wild. Still dealing with some injuries, and we hope to see them back on court as soon as possible. Ben Brown, obviously a key part to this Manchester Magic team that we saw last season. And Greg Wild, in the games he's played, you know, it's clear that any of those guys, you miss them when they're on court. So we're going to take a quick break for half-time. We'll be back with you in around 10 minutes' time. So welcome back to the Manchester Basketball Centre here in Whalley Range. Third quarter between the Manchester Magic and Essex Rebels is underway. Einon, round to Chose for three. Doesn't fall. And rebounds tipped into the hands of the Rebels, doing a great job on the offensive boards. Chose out to Einon. Pass inside to Johns. He's going against Goodall. Oh, and a great pass to Einon. Can't finish on that one, and that's one of those plays you want to see the finish so you can see it on the highlight reel, as Regent Bascom too strong off the glass. So Essex here with an 8-point lead in the third. Masafra to Johns. Johns passes over. Winter spins, and what the call is going to be a foul call on Bailey Goodall. It's going to be his second. So Ben Winter into Masafra. Spins, kicks it out, Chose. That one doesn't fall, and it's almost tapped back in by Dylan Johns, but Gale comes up with a rebound for the Magic. Magic need to make a push here early on in the third. Ty Brown just banks it in. And it leads back to 6 for the Rebels. Stolen away by Bailey Goodall. Regent Bascom over to Ullit Wall. Too strong, and Regent Bascom's there to tidy up and lay it back in. Lead is down to 4. Magic with a strong start for this third quarter. Johns, pass out to Masafra, three's up, doesn't go. Gale with the rebound. Foul on Owen Chose. And sideline Magic ball, so Magic with a chance to cut this to a one-possession game. Ullit Wall round to Gale for three. No good. Johns with the rebound, kicks it out to Einon. Magic still struggling a bit from the three-point line today. Einon, and another offensive foul call on the Rebels. There's been a few of those in today's game. I think that might be the 4th we've had so far. So Magic doing a good job drawing the fouls, drawing those charging fouls and offensive fouls from the Rebels, but really need to be able to capitalise on the offensive end and turn those turnovers into points. As Dylan Johns heads to the bench and Tyrese Hudson back into the game for the Rebels. Brown against Hudson. Brown out to Goodall. Round to Ullit Wall. Steps through. Regent Bascom, tough shot, doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. Steps through and off the glass. Time cuts the lead to 2. And Essex want a timeout. A really strong start from the Magic this quarter. That is going to be exactly what they wanted to see coming out of half-time. A quick 6-0 spurt for them in the first 2.5 minutes or so. And just looking over into the team huddle, and we see Bailey Goodall drawing up a bit of a play for Pete Paraskiva. I think he's trying to show him something that he's seen. Coach Goodall getting in on the action. So back to a 2-point game, and this is kind of what we expected coming into this one. Both teams on 4 wins so far this season in Division 1. And Essex sitting just one place above the Magic in the standings, so we knew it was going to be a close one, we knew it was going to be a tough one. And the Magic have been able to come back from 12 points down earlier in the first half. They've cut this lead to 2. And They have been led by Andre Gale on 11 points and Time Regent Bascom on 12. Andre with a double-double already, 11 points, 10 rebounds. That's pretty standard for him. It's so impressive, and we get to see it all the time. We're so lucky to be able to see him play in person here at the Manchester Basketball Centre. So if you want to see Dre in person get down, next Saturday they've got another home game against the Thames Valley Cavaliers, and come and support the Magic. But back to the court, Einon against Ullit Wall, drives all the way and gets the basket. Brown against Hudson. Brown, that's a tough shot. Safra over to Einon. Winter pulls down the quarterback pass. Over to Masafra, pulls up for three. That one's too strong. Essex had a strong start to the first half. Shooting threes, hitting 5 in the first half compared to the Magic's 2. And as we've seen, the problem inside for the Magic, when you got Ade Atiba and Dylan Johns standing at nearly 7 foot inside, that duo is tough to come up against. So the Magic trying to rely on the outside shooting a little bit. As Regent Bascom nearly loses it, but keeps control. 4 seconds to shoot. Goodall loses it. Essex come up with it. Einon into Hudson, what a pass, can't finish. And reaching foul on Tyrese Hudson. And that has taken Essex to 5 team fouls already, it's showing on the scoreboard. It's a, should be 3. They've corrected that, so 3 team fouls for Essex. That did seem quite early on. So 5:48 to go. 43-39, Rebels lead. Ullit Wall round to Regent Bascom. Goodall, great pass to Ullit Wall with the reverse, doesn't go. And it's going to be an end line Magic ball. Bit of a circus shot with the reverse from Kafel. But we know he can make those, we've seen him. He hangs in the air and somehow manages to finish. Brown to Regent Bascom. Goodall, 4 seconds to shoot. Goodall against Hudson. Turns, spins. That one doesn't drop. And Essex doing a good job forcing the Magic into some tough shots as the clock runs down. Getting down to that 4 second mark, forcing them to take a bit of a difficult shot. Einon out to Chose, and he's just going to step out of bounds. So turnover and back with the Magic. And I say it a lot, but it's always tough when you're on a court with lots of different sport lines. Especially if you're the away team, not always, it can be kind of difficult to see where you are. So Ty Brown for the Magic. To Gale. Brown gets it back. Pass inside is tapped away. Einon over to Hudson. Hudson against Brown. And gets that one to drop in. 6-point lead for the Rebels. Gale against Masafra, kicks it out. It's knocked away, but going to stay with the Magic. Magic just need something. They keep getting close, but they just need something just to push them over that edge, just to get to the point where they can tie or just take the lead. They're coming close, but just not able to get over that hump. Regent Bascom. All the way and doesn't go. And some great D from Tyrese Hudson. Gale fires. And Regent Bascom just lays it in. Let's call that Dre. That's a pass from Dre. Einon answers at the other, can't answer at the other end. Looked like he was going to drop that one in. Gale over to Regent Bascom, and he's blocked by Musafra. Everyone's just diving for the ball. So, little bit of an altercation. Got a technical foul on Essex. That's going to be on Rory Winter. I think as the Magic dove for the loose ball, they may have kind of dived into the bench and maybe caught Winter. I think that might be what he's a little bit upset about. But we're going to see Loic Puali check into the game for the Magic. A bit of confusion about which way the teams are shooting, so it was a technical foul. It will be shots for the Magic. So Matt Goodwin, he's taking the free throw, and it pops in and out. So it's going to be end-line ball for the Magic. So with the technical, they get the free throw and possession. Puali gets it into Goodall, over to Brown. Brown hands it off to Goodall. Puali. Essex D's really tough. Puali drives all the way to the basket and draws the foul. And one of the players that I've been super impressed with on this Magic team so far, it's got to be Loic Puali. He just does what you need to get done on the court. We saw it in that Westminster game. Clutch baskets, hits 3 free throws in a row to win the game. But he's just been tough on the glass, scoring when you need him to throughout the season. And it's really, really great to see him with the Magic. As his first free throw falls. Loic 7.7 points per game, 2.9 rebounds, shooting 45% from the field as he hits the second free throw. And the lead is now down to 2 for Essex, 1 possession ball game. Einon, around to Dizu, all the way, lays it in, and that's been something the Magic have struggled with. They're able to get close, and they've just not closed down the lane. So Essex able to get back. Brown, Regent Bascom, steps through, and hook shot falls in. And Time having himself a game today. He's on 16 points, 8 rebounds as well. Dizu, Musafra, round to Winter, driving baseline, hangs and drops it in. Regent Bascom just turns around from Dizu and just spins and puts it in. Regent Bascom having himself a game. Leads back down to 2. And Goodwin reaches in, foul on the floor against Matt Goodwin. Second team foul on the Magic, so that's going to be sideline for the Rebels. Rebels currently on team fouls, so for the last 2:51. Magic will be heading to the line next time they're fouled. But for now, end line Rebels ball as Winter gets it into Chose and shots up. Magic got a bit lucky there, no one reached out to him. Dizu for 3. That's short, but Chose gets there, can't finish on the putback. And ball's knocked out by Dizu. Able to stop for the fast break and slow things down, give Essex a chance to kind of regroup. And Bailey Goodall heading to the bench, and Andre Gale coming back in for the Magic. Goodwin against Chose, spins, pulls up, long 2, That's not going to fall. Winter gets the rebound. Winter out to Einon. 3 shots up, in and out. And Winter follows it through, gets the rebound, puts the ball back in, and he gets fouled. So he's going to head back to the line. And Essex have done a really good job of that in today's game as well. I mean, they don't give us stats for how many and ones the team's got, but it feels like they've done that a lot throughout the game today. So Winter with a chance for the 3-point play. And doesn't get the friendly roll. Regent Bascom. And Dre's there for the second chance, puts it back in. Lead is back down to 2. Magic are not going away. Dizu out to Masafra. 3's up, and it's good! Essex with an answer every time the Magic get a little bit closer. Goodwin, he's going to try 3. That one's bounces about everywhere, doesn't go. Dizu pulls the rebound down. 1:38 to go in the third. Stripped by Goodwin. Goodwin, he's going against 2 Rebels. Finger rolls no good. Regent Bascom hands it off to Gale. Gale with the jumper. Doesn't go. Einon manages to control it, and Rebels come back with a 5-point lead. Just over 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Einon, great pass into Masafra, and he's able to lay it in. And again, the Magic need to really try and close that down, that baseline layup that they're just getting pretty much whenever they want. I think with holding foul on 10. That is Rory Winter for the Rebels. So Ty Brown checking out. Kafel Ullit-Wall coming back in for the Magic. And Ben Winter coming in for Rory Winter for the Essex Rebels. So time Regent Bascom at the line. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far today, but he's got 18 points. And first one doesn't drop. And make that 19 for time. 6-point Rebels lead, 1 minute to go. Einon, he's doubled. Dizu comes up with it, steps through. And that's a foul on Gale. And Dizu. So that is foul. Oh, that's on time, Regent Bascom. That's foul number 3 on time. He's got 19 in today's game, leading the Magic and leading all scorers to go along with 9 rebounds. As Dizu's first shot doesn't drop. Dizu shooting 50% from the line this season so far. Second one's good. Leads back up to 7 for the Rebels. Goodwin to Ullit-Wall. To Goodall, and it's knocked away. And a great job by Einon just to take some time off the clock. Wasn't able to come up with the steal, but you know, it's those kind of plays that just make it difficult for the offensive team. Ullit-Wall to Goodwin. Goodwin, shots up. Doesn't go. Just under 30 seconds to go. Winter. Einon. Got a 6-second difference between the shot and the game clock. Einon against Gale. Steps through. Layup doesn't go. Puali's got it. 7 seconds. Puali with 5 seconds all the way. Doesn't drop. Goodall's there. Can't grab the rebound, and that is pretty close for the Rebels, but it wouldn't count after the buzzer. Didn't go. So 57-50 is the score. Essex over Manchester at the end of the third quarter. Manchester doing a really good job coming back into it with a really strong start for the team at the start of the third quarter. And then every time they get a little bit close, Essex just managed to pull away. So they're going to need a big fourth quarter here. And they really need to try and close down that lane inside that baseline cut when Essex are driving to the basket and getting that easy layup. Easier said than done, obviously, but there's been a few too many times that we've seen Essex be able to come away with points on those kind of plays. So the Magic will be back in action next Saturday at home against the Thames Valley Cavaliers. So get down to the Manchester Basketball Centre. Come and join us for that one. Going to be a good one. And Essex will be playing at Westminster next Saturday as well on January the 14th. So Essex looking to snap that 3-game losing streak and head back home with a win. And Manchester looking to try and keep their run of good form that we've seen, winning 4 of their last 6 after a bit of a difficult start to the season. We've got one more quarter of basketball to play. Magic obviously without Ben Brown, without Greg Wild. It's been a tough schedule and some tough injuries. It's always interesting. We always talk about who's going to be the next man up, who's going to be that player that steps into that void that's left by injuries, by players if they get into foul trouble. So let's see what we've got in store for the last quarter. Magic ball to start. Goodall round to Buchanan. He's not been in the game for a while. Passes it off to Ullit Wall. Gale over to Puali, swings it round. Buchanan fakes a 3, steps back, shots up, and that is no good. Some good D from the Rebels. And Magic having really struggled outside today, only 2 threes so far. Einon, long 2. And gets his own rebound. Swings it round to Dizu, who can't finish. Magic need to crash those offensive boards. Gale. Can't get to the basket, he's blocked. Buchanan pulls up. That's not going to drop. You maybe want to see the Magic, you don't need to take quick shots, maybe just swing the ball around a little bit, look for the right shot as Goodall steals it. Puali against Einon. Shot's not going to fall, but Loic Puali is heading back to the free throw line. And the Magic, they seem to have found success when they've swung the ball around, made some extra passes, maybe use the time that they've got and come up with it as Jake Einon's going to head to the bench for the Rebels as Puali shoots 2. First no good. And second one drops. Essex still with a 6-point lead, holding on. 8:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Dizu powers his way to the basket and gets the foul. So Matthew Dizu. First shot bounces out. He's got 3 points, 4 rebounds in the game so far. And his second one hits, takes him to 4. And lead is back up to 7 for the Rebels. Goodall to Gale. Gale going baseline. Round to Buchanan. Buchanan's shot doesn't go. Dre chases down the rebound. Puale. Puale against Dizu. Passes it off to Goodall. And Goodall is going to be fouled and heads to the line. I think there was a bit of a smack on the arm as Bailey went up for the shot. So first time at the line today for Bailey. And first shot's no good. And second one bounces in and out, unlucky, but Puale pulls down the rebound for the Magic and it's intercepted by Winter. Winter hands it off, Dizu all the way. Oh, great move from Matthew Dizu to get to the basket. Takes him to 6 points. Leads now back up to 9. Bullet wall to Puale. Puale stepping through, lays it in off the glass. Winter to Dizu, swings it round to Winter. Going against Ullitwall, spins, kicks it down. And that is going to be double dribble call on the Rebels. So we're going to see Dylan Johns and Owen Chose back into the game for the Essex, and these two have been causing problems for the Magic all day today. Chose currently on 11 points, along with 11 for Dylan Johns as well. Bullet wall to Goodall, over to Gale. Bullet wall against Masafra. He's doubled, kicks it out to Goodall. 4 seconds to shoot. Goodall loses control and Magic get a bit lucky as Essex are going to be the last touch. So the ball is out. We've got 1 second on the shot clock. So time out Magic as Pete Paraskiva is going to draw up a play. And it's got to be, you've got to have a catch and shoot. Just 1 second on the clock. And Magic having struggled with the outside shooting a little bit today. Just 2 of 19 from the 3-point line at the moment, but you just got to keep shooting. You keep shooting, it's going to drop at some point. You hope. Essex doing a bit better from the behind the arc, 6 of 20. And Manchester actually winning the battle of the rebounds today, 48-41. They just haven't been able to capitalise on those second chance points as much as they'd probably like to. So, teams back on court, 7-point game. We got 1 second on the shot clock. Magic ball. 7:10 to go in the fourth quarter. So you got to think it's probably going to go to Buchanan in the corner. As Gale needs to get it in. Bailey, shot's no good. That might not have been the look the Magic were looking for. Winter driving against Goodall and Gale. Fires, doesn't drop. Goodall comes up with the rebound. And Ball's just kicked away by the Rebels, so sideline Magic ball. Magic with 6:45 to cut into this. Kind of been on the back foot most of the game. Every time they've been able to get a little bit closer, get the lead to within 2, the Rebels have been able to answer. Gale against Winter, steps through, and reverse is too strong. As strips it away and slams it home. Andre Gale leads back down to 5. That's what he'll do. That's what Andre's going to do. Winter gets by Goodall, passes out, Chose for 3, wide open and hits. That's a bit of a dagger for the Magic. And Chose has been doing that all game long. 14 points for him today. Ullet Wall, all the way, banks it in. And that's kind of been the story to today's game. Every time the Magic have a tough basket, make something, cut the lead, Essex are just able to answer. Johns against Goodall. Johns passes out. Chose for 3 again. Magic need to close him down as he hits. This guy's on fire. 66-57. Back-to-back threes for Owen Chose. Magic can't leave him open. He's giving him a bit of daylight and he's just knocking everything down. Puali round to Gale. Buchanan. Spins, passes out, Puali for 3. Loic Puali with the answer for the Magic. 6-point game. Winter, Magic need a good defensive possession here. Winter, it's knocked away, gonna go with the Magic. And we got a substitution. Time Regent Bascom and Ty Brown checking in for the Magic. As Andre Gale and Joe Buchanan head to the bench, and Jake Einon in for Ben Winter. Huge bucket from Loic Puali. Maybe that'll open up the 3-point shot for the Magic. You never know. They've struggled so far. But a big basket from Loic. Brown. Ullet Wall. And it's knocked away. And that is turnover Magic. Again, Essex doing a great job defensively, really pressuring the Magic. Forcing that turnover. Einon. Over to Chose. Gets it back to Einon. And Rebels have got the time here. 6 on the shot clock. Chose steps back. Foul on the floor before the shot. That one's not going to count. And Chose on fire from 3 today. That is going to be 4th foul on Bailey Goodall. So sideline Rebels ball, fresh 14. And nearly, it is stolen away by who else? Loic Puali, Mr. Clutch. I'm going to get that nickname going. Loic Clutch Puali. So Magic coming back. Again, a chance to turn this into a 1-possession game. Goodall. Over to Brown. Musafra taps it. Again, great D from the Rebels. They've been really, really putting the pressure on. Brown to Puali. Had a bit of space. Recess. Gives it to Goodall. Over to Brown. 1 second to shoot, and that is going to be a 24-second shot clock violation for the Magic. I don't think they realised how much time wasn't on the clock, but again, credit to Essex doing a fantastic job defensively, running down the shot clock and forcing the Magic into some really difficult shots at the end of it. So it's 66-60. We've got 3:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Rebels with a 6-point lead. Into Johns. Johns against Goodall. Reverse doesn't go. Magic need to make a push. Regent Bascom. Over to Brown. Time Regent Bascom's had the hot hand. He's got 19 in today's game. Puwali against Musafra. And that is going to be blocking foul on Musafra. As Gale checks in for Goodall. Brown to Ullit Wall. 7 seconds to shoot. Brown loses it, and again another great defensive possession from Essex, forcing turnovers on back-to-back plays. And Magic kind of struggling with a way to counter that, really. Winter. Time's on the Rebels' side. Einon. Over to Johns from the free throw line. Bounces out. And, ooh, looks like Ty Brown took a shot to the face on that rebound. And that was foul on Chose. That's just his second in the game. Sideline ball, looks like Ty Brown's okay. 2:33 to play in the fourth. Magic need to get some points on the board in this possession. Puwali, round to Gale. Gale fires, doesn't go. Winter jumps in for the rebound. And that's the story of today's game. Magic really struggling from three. Winter, driving, Musafra, and bit of a, going to say miscommunication. Looks like it was knocked out, and call is off the Magic. So Winter gets it into Einon. Chose again, he's got space and hits. Owen Chose with a dagger. Ullit Wall. Regent Bascom, who's coming up against Johns. It's a mismatch. Regent Bascom somehow manages to get it in. Takes him to 21. 7-point game, 1:45 to play. Musafra out to Winter. Einon. Rebels can take their time here. And it's going to be a foul. Blocking foul on Andre Gale. He was going for the steal. That's his third. Magic with a couple of fouls to give. So it's just going to be sideline Essex ball. But they get a fresh 14. And like I said, time's on Essex's side. Winter into Einon. Chose swings it round into Johns. Johns against Regent Bascom. 2 seconds to shoot. Chose and hits! Owen Chose! Someone call the fire brigade. This guy is hot. Puwali tries to answer. Can't. And Einon pulls it down. A minute to play. Rebels are up 71-66. Owen Chose with the hot hand in today's game. Winter passes out, and Johns is going to be fouled as he goes for the layup. Owen Chose, my goodness. So just checking the stats for you that we've got for you. So Owen Chose on 20, I think it's 22. Our stats haven't updated, but Dylan Johns at the line. And first shot's good. And second one bounces out. Chose has 22. He's got the ball, kicks it round to Winter. And again, Essex with just all the time here, up 10, 36 seconds to go. Einon doesn't drop. Who gets the rebound? Of course, it's Chose. And Essex just going to dribble this one out by the looks of it. Nope, 2 seconds, they're going to shoot. And Einon's shot doesn't go. 24-second violation, so just 15 seconds to play. I think Rebels thought they had a little bit more time on the shot clock. As Ty Brown's just going to dribble things out for the Magic. Oh, Gale for 3. Doesn't drop. Johns with the rebound. And that will do it from the Manchester Basketball Centre. Essex snapped their 3-game losing streak with a 10-point win over the Manchester Magic, 72-62. A dominant performance from Owen Chose, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal, hitting 5 of 9 from behind the arc. Absolutely incredible stuff from Chose. He's been great all season long, and he's showing the Manchester crowd why he's been leading this team in scoring. Dylan Johns as well follows with 12 points and 6 rebounds and 3 assists for the Essex Rebels. And for the Magic, Time Regent Bascom at 21 points, 9 rebounds and 3 steals. Andre Gale, 15 points, 14 rebounds and a steal and a block as well. Tough game for the Magic. They kept bringing it close. They just weren't able to get over the line. And every time they were able to bring it within 2 or so, Essex just had an answer for them each time. So tough loss for the Magic, but they will look to bounce back next weekend at home against the Thames Valley Cavaliers. So join us down at the Manchester Basketball Centre or live on YouTube for that one. And Essex will head home with the win. That long journey back, I'm sure that's going to be a bit sweeter with this 10-point win over the Magic. And then they will be back in action next Saturday against Westminster on January the 14th. So thank you for everybody that's joined us. We'll be bringing you all the Manchester Magic home games throughout the season. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.